Welcome to episode 7 of Police News TV for the second week of March 2012. Hello, I'm your host Paul Balmer. On this week's broadcast, 2 active shooter incidents and 1 courthouse shooting. Police car of the future denied government loan. Cops saved the life of another cop in 2 separate incidents. ICE opens a $38 million Fed hotel illegal immigrant detention facility. These and more police news story, and of course our ever popular Dumb Criminal segment. You're in the right place with us here on Police News TV, your TV news source for national law enforcement news by cops for cops. Getting right into this week's top stories, widow of an NOPD officer awaiting benefits for 30 years. New Orleans, Louisiana, as some would say, New Orleans. November 8, 1980, New Orleans police officer Gregory Newport was shot and killed trying to stop an alleged drug deal while on duty. Officer Newport's wife, Robin Newport Pillow, was 22 at the time and claims that a representative of NOPD had her sign documents to apply for survivor benefits. 6 months ago, she learned that she should have received state survivor benefits, but never did. When she began to seek the benefits, she discovered that 32 years ago, New Orleans police never submitted the required paperwork and says that she is now getting the runaround, which is causing her to lose faith in the city of New Orleans. He gave his life for them, she said. To add insult to injury, Pillow donated Newport's badge and photo to NOPD years ago, but also discovered recently that those items were thrown out during a station renovation. NOPD's HR department said it will try to assist her in her survivor claim. We'll keep you posted on this story.
Hello, I'm your co-host Jill Adrian, and here are some more news stories. Future cutting-edge cruiser may not be built thanks to the U.S. government. Connorsville, Indiana. Last week, Carbon Motors learned that the U.S. Department of Energy declined a $310 million grant to the company after nearly 3 years operating under the assumption it would receive the grant. Carbon Motors was just about to put its revolutionary new police cruiser into pre-production. The company began in 2009 and was only going to produce specifically purpose-built, high-tech, fuel-efficient police cars with many new features. Additionally, the company expected an additional $200 million in loans contingent upon an approval of the DOE loan and expected to employ 1,500 people. Carbon Motors believes that it was caught in the political crossfire over the highly controversial U.S. government funding scandal following the $525 million loan defaults by California-based solar panel manufacturer Solyndra. The company had received over 20,000 reservations for the E7 vehicle from over 500 law enforcement agencies across all 50 U.S. states, in addition to interest in exporting product to over 35 foreign law enforcement jurisdictions. Now the company is actively examining its strategic and financing alternatives.
Shooter rampage at University Psychiatric Clinic, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On March 8th, a lone male entered the lobby of the Western Psychiatric Institute and Clinic with 2 semi-automatic handguns and began shooting. The gunman killed 2 and wounded 7 before being shot and killed by a university police officer not yet identified. One of the 2 semi-automatic pistols used by the 30-year-old gunman was later found to have been stolen. Police are investigating the incident and have no public statement at this time as to possible motive or criminal and mental history of the gunman.
Man opens fire at Courthouse Plaza, Tulsa, Oklahoma. On March 7th, Andrew Joseph Dennehy, 23, began a shooting spree in the plaza just outside the Tulsa County Courthouse. According to Tulsa PD officials, Dennehy fired multiple shots into the air and then sat down on a bench. Deputies arrived and exchanged fire with Dennehy, who shot one deputy in the hand and was himself struck in the face and body when deputies returned fire. An innocent bystander struck by a deputy's stray bullet was in fair condition. The gunman was the brother of a murder suspect who was shot to death by police officers 6 years ago. A spokesman for the sheriff's office stated, "Their security procedures were carried out exactly as planned, and that the police officers reacted very quickly."
A judge stabbed and an officer shot, Montesano, Washington. On March 9th, there was another courthouse incident. A court deputy acting on a report of a suspicious male within the courthouse confronted a 34-year-old male and a struggle began. The suspect first stabbed and later shot the deputy. A judge then came to the defense of the deputy and he too was stabbed. The male suspect was able to get the deputy's gun as she tried to shoot him. The suspect then fled the scene and was arrested a couple of days later without incident.
Officer hauled mattresses on patrol car, Miami, Florida. Last week, Officer Sandra Lyles, who reportedly has a long history of disciplinary actions related to off-duty conduct, was relieved of duty, secondary to using her marked police cruiser as a mattress delivery vehicle. Officer Lyles was off-duty and using her departmental-issued marked police car. Miami-Dade officers who live in Miami-Dade are allowed to use their cruisers to run errands in an effort to encourage a police presence. However, in the event of a crime, the officer must be able to jump into action. Lyles was a 32-year veteran of the agency and was within 6 days of retirement. However, since the local TV news station broadcast a scathing report on the incident, which included public video of the marked cruiser hauling 2 mattresses on the roof, the department has stripped Lyles of her take-home vehicle, badge, and gun. Her retirement benefits won't be affected by the suspension.
Vegas man caught speeding 3 times en route to court, Hood River, Oregon. On March 7th, the Las Vegas man, Jose Romero Valenzuela, was driving to his court hearing from a prior drug-related arrest. Jose was stopped and ticketed by a Gilliam County deputy for going 105 miles per hour. Then, within the hour, he was stopped again and ticketed by a Sherman County Sheriff's deputy for doing 98. But that wasn't the end of it. Old Jose was stopped a 3rd time, also within the hour, by Oregon State Police for going 92 in a 65 on the same highway. Now, we all know y'all troopers out west are sharp. Y'all started to figure it out, and a proactive trooper positioned himself up the road from Old Leadfoot. But this time, Speedy Gonzalez Romero Valenzuela was obeying the speed limit, which had to be a drag because it's about 1,000 miles from Vegas to Hood River. Jose Romero Valenzuela has about $2,000 in fines and penalties from his 3 speeding tickets and could have his license suspended for up to 90 days if convicted for the 100 miles per hour shenanigans.
Prison firm offers states cash for prisons, Atlanta, Georgia. Corrections Corporation of America, the country's largest private prison company, made an offer to 48 states that is tough to refuse. The offer was this: we'll buy your prison now if you'd agree to keep it mostly full and promise to pay us for running it over the next 2 decades. The company is trying to capitalize on the landmark deal it made with Ohio in the fall by purchasing a facility, the first state prison in the nation to be sold to a private firm. However, prison departments in California, Texas, and Georgia all dismissed the idea. The private prison industry boomed in the late 1980s and 90s as states sought cheaper ways to jail people and voters began resisting building more prisons. Now, companies like CCA and its main rival, Florida-based Geo Group Incorporated, operate dozens of private prisons throughout the nation.
It's a $38 million Fed hotel for illegal immigrants, Karnes, Texas. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement proudly opened a new $38 million, 29-acre, 608-bed male minimum security detention facility. The center is designed according to the Obama administration's new mandates calling for greater 24-hour-a-day unescorted movement and recreational opportunities in a less jail-like setting for illegal immigrants, as well as those here legally but who have committed a crime that could make them deportable. Inside, behind the high tan-colored walls, the center has the feel of a school with dormitories of 8 bunk beds with private bathrooms, microwaves, board games, washers and dryers so inmates can do their own laundry. There's a full gymnasium, a law library, computers with internet and cable TV. There's also an impressive array of medical and dental services open 24 hours a day with walk-up pharmacy and commissary. Oh man, they've got landscape courtyards, outdoor soccer field, court for basketball and volleyball, all kinds of amenities, including 117 payphones for detainees where they can make international calls at a great rate of just 15 cents a minute. They are also allowed to full conjugal visitations. Unarmed staff members dressed in blue polo shirts and khaki trousers are known as resident advisors, not guards. They don't even have handcuffs. What does this sound like? The estimated time spent by a detainee would be about 30 days in this facility. How do you feel about this? Give us your vote on Police News TV Facebook viewers poll and let us know if you agree or disagree with this new facility for illegal immigrants.
Cop saved the life of another cop. Easley, South Carolina. On March 13th, a South Carolina trooper was in a pursuit of a motorcycle. Lance Corporal K.K. Bratcher lost control of his cruiser, went off the roadway, hit two trees, and ended up upside down in a ravine. The trooper's car then caught fire, trapping Bratcher inside. As Easley officer Bob Felton went to the area to assist in the pursuit, he was told by dispatch that they had lost radio contact with the trooper. Officer Felton then said he just felt something was wrong, so he slowed down and saw the faint glow of the cruiser on fire down in the ravine. He grabbed a fire extinguisher and tried to put out the flames with no luck. The trooper, who was stuck in the burning cruiser, kept saying he couldn't breathe. Then Officer Felton and seconds later, two other Easley officers were able to break a cruiser window and pull the trooper to safety. The cruiser then became fully engulfed in flames to where the trooper could have died inside. Trooper Bratcher is in the intensive care unit at the hospital. Easley Officer Bob Felton, Sergeant Jeremy Benjamin, and Officer Adam Green were credited for saving the trooper's life. Good job, guys. Taking care of one of our own, a fellow brother in blue.
A sleepy trucker strikes cruiser, trooper in critical condition. Knoxville, Tennessee. On March 13th, Trooper Sergeant Lowell Russell's parked cruiser was struck by an 18-wheeler. The truck driver had fallen asleep behind the wheel. The impact caused Trooper Russell to be trapped unconscious inside his burning cruiser as ammunition and road flares began to explode. Miraculously, an ambulance crew happened to be in the area returning from a call, and a Knoxville PD officer also happened upon the scene all within seconds. All three and an unidentified civilian were able to get the trooper out of the burning car while fighting the flames. Trooper Russell is in the hospital listed in critical condition. Paramedic Freddie Leslie and his partner EMT Christy Graham and Knoxville officer Andrew Keith are to be congratulated for their quick assistance and heroic actions and what some might say divine intervention in saving the life of Trooper Russell. Good job.
Facebook poll results. Last week we aired the story about how the LAPD and LASD chiefs supported giving illegal aliens inside the U.S. some type of legal government driver's license. This story went viral on the internet, and we put up a poll on our Police News TV Facebook page so you could vote on whether you agree or disagree on this issue. Well, the results are in. 95% of the Facebook poll respondents voted that illegal aliens should not receive government driver's license. Look for weekly polls on the Police News TV Facebook page in order to express your opinion on controversial stories we air.
New cop show on CBS. It's a new one-hour police drama called NYC 22, and it starts this April 15th. The show follows 6 rookie NYPD officers and shares their experiences in the fictional 22nd Precinct. The show is produced by Robert De Niro. The rookie cop drama will replace CSI Miami, which will have completed its fall run of original episodes for the season on the CBS primetime schedule.
In our new product segment, ASP Triad Flashlight Recharge on the Go via USB. ASP has just introduced its new Triad USB Tactical LED Flashlight, which can be charged via a computer's USB port or cell phone charger. The light's micro USB port will make charging the lithium-ion powered duty light a snap anywhere. Measuring 5.5 inches long and weighing 5.4 ounces with batteries, the Triad USB is designed to be an easy-to-carry duty light. Powered by a lithium-ion battery, it produces 300 lumens of light with a continuous runtime of 90 minutes. It also lasts for 300 to 500 charges and comes with a lifetime guarantee for any defect in material or workmanship.
Now for our Dumb Criminal segment. Amish buggy collides with a cop car. 4 arrested. Sherman, New York. Authorities in Western New York say they've charged 4 young Amish adults with illegal possession of alcohol after their buggy collided with a police car that was responding to a report of a drinking party underway. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office tells media outlets that the crash occurred around March 10th in the rural town of Sherman near the Pennsylvania border in New York's southwest corner. Officials say deputies were responding to reports that people were drinking in several Amish buggies on a country road. As a patrol car arrived on the scene, one of the Amish buggies changed lanes, colliding with the police vehicle. The buggy flipped on its side, causing minor injuries to one of the people on board. Police say several other buggies fled the scene. Oh, those darn rebellious, wild and crazy Amish teens.
Stealing judge's nameplate and then posting a photo on Facebook equals arrest. Coral Springs, Florida. 21-year-old Stephen Mulhall decided it would be a great idea to pry the nameplate off the office door of Broward Circuit Judge Michael Orlando. Mulhall just appeared in front of the judge and received parole for a previous arrest. For whatever reason, he stole the judge's nameplate, posted a picture of him holding it on Facebook, and then got arrested. The better part of the story was that this larceny of the judge's nameplate violated Mulhall's parole, and since he had multiple prior arrests for theft, this incident was escalated to a felony arrest. Stupid is as stupid does.
Brevard County, Florida. Deputy Sheriff Barbara Pill was shot and killed after stopping a vehicle on March 6th. The vehicle was wanted in connection with a stolen property call from a local motel. As Deputy Pill made contact with the driver and ordered him out of the vehicle, he opened fire on her, striking her multiple times. Responding deputies, Melbourne police, and Florida troopers chased the vehicle a short distance until it crashed. A male and a female were taken into custody from the vehicle and faced charges in connection with Deputy Pill's murder. Deputy Pill was transported to the Holmes Regional Medical Center, where she died from the gunshot wound. Deputy Pill has been in law enforcement for 30 years and served with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office for 15 years. She's survived by her husband, 2 sons, who also serve in law enforcement, and a grandchild. She marks the 21st line of duty death this year.
Lake County Sheriff's Department, Indiana, Corrections Officer Brittany Mukes was struck and killed on March 6th by a hit-and-run driver. She and 3 other corrections officers were jogging along the outer perimeter of the Lake County Jail when a vehicle struck all 4 officers. Officer Mukes was killed instantly. The other 3 officers were transported to hospitals. The driver of the vehicle that struck the officers turned himself in the following day. He was subsequently charged with 1 count of failing to stop for an accident, resulting in death, and 3 counts of failing to stop for an accident, resulting in injuries. Additional charges are pending. Officer Mukes was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran and had served with the Lake County Sheriff's Department for 3 years. She is survived by her daughter, mother, father, and 4 sisters. She's the 22nd law enforcement officer to be killed this year. We here at Police News TV would like to thank you for watching.
Police News TV is a weekly show by cops for cops. We want to bring you, our fellow law enforcement officers, a quality, entertaining, and informative weekly broadcast. The show becomes available every Friday. Please share PNTV on your Facebook page to let others know. Simply click the share button, as seen here, to create a linked post on your Facebook page. You can post it on your friends' walls too. We really want to get the word out, so please spread the word of the show to other fellow officers so they can enjoy it too.
Also, you can like us on Facebook, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. We have many other ways to watch and listen to this broadcast. Go to our website, PoliceNewsTV.com, to watch the show and for internet links to the stories from each of our weekly episodes. If you wish to submit a news story, you can email us at contact@PoliceNewsTV.com or call us at 727-437-2207. As always, we value your input.
This show is dedicated to Brevard County Deputy Sheriff Barbara Pill and Lake County Sheriff's Department Corrections Officer Brittany Mew. Let's keep them and their families in our thoughts and prayers. Until next time, to all our brothers and sisters in blue out there, stay safe, look out for each other, and we'll see you next Friday on Police News TV, where we've got you covered.
All right, that's it. Let's roll. And hey! Let's be careful out there.